Hey everyone, Andang here for more of Mordor. When we last left off, we finished off the epic story, which had an awesome ending, but I kind of wish there had been a little bit more to the end of Volume 4, because I'm pretty sure that was the end of Volume 4. The deed is now done, as we can see here. The Strength of Sauron is now completed, and we got, the emote which we showed, and 5 LOTRO points, so super awesome that, the Strength of Sauron is now over. It makes sense based on the title, but I just wish there was a little bit more conclusion to some of the things that have been going on. But still, it was fantastic. If you have not seen the last 3 episodes, highly recommend it. But the good news is, for this episode, since we finished the epic, everything moving forward now is totally different. So you don't need to know anything that happened before, I don't think. It's now on into Lotro's own Mordor story, and I'm really excited to get this started. So let's do just that. Let's talk to Mithrandir here. All is not quiet in Mordor, my friend. I need someone like yourself to be my eyes upon the wreckage of Sauron's domain. Aragorn has appointed Sador, and captain of Gondor, to watch over the Black Gate. Others lead an expedition into Mordor. While you are not obligated, I ask you to join the company. Speak with Sador if you are willing to brave the plateau of Gorgoroth. Okay, that sounds awesomely epic and terrifying, so we're definitely going to be doing that. Let's see what else you got.
Sauron has been defeated, but the evil he stirred to wakefulness persists.
But that is not the end of the evil he stirred into wakefulness, Andang. Who can say what lies hidden beneath the shroud that covers Gorgoroth, beyond the wreckage of the Black Gate? The Dark Lord was a master of foul sorceries, and from the height of Barad-dûr he set many terrible plans into motion. I cannot believe that everyone ended when he did. Adventurers have already begun taking hesitant steps through the ruins of the gate. Let us join them, and I will take their measure. The dangers that await in Mordor will be too great for some of them, I warrant. Alright, chapter 1.1, Beyond the Black Gate. We have the Black Book of Mordor that we're now getting started and going through. So excited about that. Alright, so now we need to go talk to Mithrandir once more through the Black Gate, so we will go and do just that. And of course, we need to be simply walking into Mordor. I know we already did that in another video, but it just feels right to prove Boromir wrong multiple times, not just once. So let's go on into Mordor here and just simply make our way in. Alright, so there's the main entrance to the Black Gate, and we're here off to the side, still outside of Mordor, and we can see the Black Gate that just got thrown to the side. It looks so awesome, and they did a great job with the destruction of the wall, I feel like, at least. It just looks really, really good. I mean, look at the other gate here. It's just a total wreckage, and I think they just did a fantastic job. And I cannot wait to see the other ruins and things like that in Mordor and just experience the story. I'm so excited. And we're still just simply making our way, going on, a casual stroll to Mordor here, and just enjoying this wreckage here. That is so cool. So satisfying to, be walking in to this area that had been so foreboding and a place of such evil for so long. Alright, let's see what we got here at the first camp.
Do these adventurers think the fall of Sauron emptied his land of evil?
It is as I thought. Some few of these adventurers are made of stern stuff, but most of them are not prepared for the dangers that await them. Do they think the fall of Sauron has emptied his land of evil? Aye, they believe none remain to guard his treasures, and they hope to have the picking of his coffers. But I must urge caution. Many of the artifacts that might be found within Mordor will be wholly evil, or corrupted beyond any use by good folk. Most of these adventurers do not know the first thing about dealing with such fell entrapments. Speak to them, Andang, and try to dissuade them from such hasty courses, or at least give them these warnings, so they will not blunder into their fates all unawares. After they are duly warned, you should journey ahead and see what foes await us in Udun. Look, too, for the forges where the weapons with which Sauron equipped his armies were made. Okay, we got our scouting task force. Gandalf is now trying to talk people out of doing stuff, so that's a little bit different than normal for Mithrandir. So we will be starting to do that. Okay.
I am a scholar from the Houses of Law in Minas Tirith. Knowledge awaits us.
I know you, Andang. I watch your YouTube channel, or rather, I have heard tales of many great deeds you have performed, and to a scholar that feels like much the same thing. My name is Cavadil, and I am a scholar from the Houses of Law in Minas Tirith. My master sent me to acquire artifacts and knowledge that might be found in Osgiliath, following its recapture. But that seemed a bit on the dull side for me. I must have gotten a little carried away, but I challenge you to describe a more likely place to find artifacts and knowledge than the land of Mordor, which has remained closed to us for so long. You cannot do it, can you? Nay, I thought not. This is why I asked the question. You give Cavadil the warning of Mithrandir, and she smiles eagerly. Oh yes, I will not take anything we find in there for granted. Physically I will take it, of course, pick it up and carry it gently and carefully so as to protect anyone else from harm, and bring it back to the Houses of Law for study. Thank you for the warning. Very useful things to have. Warnings. Folk are always giving me warnings, for some reason or another. I think it makes them feel better. She does not seem like she really knows what she's getting herself into. But who knows, maybe she might be a better warrior than I am, I don't know.
Can Sauron truly be gone from Mordor?
So I think this is actually the High Elf that is actually from the introduction to High Elves. So that's pretty cool that we're meeting them here now. I respect the warning of Mithrandir, but I do not need it. For I am Hathalion, a High Elf, and High Elves are overpowered. And this is not my first adventure into the Black Land. I fought at the side of the High King Gilgalad during the Battle of Daggerland, and I know well the subtleties of Mordor. Many of my friends fell before the Black Gate, and many others met their ends at the slopes of Orodruin. I wish to pay my respects to those who fell long ago, and I have one other purpose beyond that. I have returned to Mordor with an abundance of caution, for I disbelieve that Sauron can truly be gone. I desire to see proof with my own high elf eyes, for he is a master of trickery and deceit, and has escaped death time and again. What is different now? I welcome your assistance, Andang. We will need to rely upon our friends when we journey into the realm of Sauron, whether he is truly dead or no. Alright, you are quite the doubter there. Okay, let's talk to this Captain of Gondor here.
There is much to be done.
Yeah, I gathered that, buddy. I know there's a lot to be done in Mordor. Okay. I cannot abandon my post here at the Black Gate. Aragorn has tasked me with keeping tally on those who enter Mordor, and passing what information we have learned on to him. Yet there are affairs in Udun that must be looked after, which go unattended. You are going that way. Perhaps you could be of some help.
We must keep ever vigilant.
I have expected a report these last 2 days from the Foothold. That is the near encampment of our men in Udun. A large, well-provisioned force is stationed there, under Captain Lakir, and I can think of no reason for the silence. If you pass the Foothold, champion, will you remind them of their duties? My patience grows thin. Okay. We shall definitely do that, but first, we must talk with these other two adventurers here.
The Vale of Udun lies ahead, and its treasures are ready for the taking.
Hail, friend, and welcome to Cirith Gorgor. The Vale of Udun lies ahead beyond Cirith Gorgor, and all its attendant treasures are ready for the taking. I am Rogorin, and I am a soldier of Gondor. I fought on the Pelennor and before the Black Gate, and now I am prepared to seize the spoils of war from the clutches of the vile orcs who fought for Sauron. They say he is dead, and I believe it. I was fighting at the base of one of the Slag Hills when the Mountain of Fire shook all of Mordor, and I felt the blast in my very bones. The Dark Lord was much nearer to the mountain than that, perhaps on its very slope, and not even he could survive that, could he? No, I think not. It is only right that Gondor reaps the rewards of victory. You tell Rogrin of Mithrandir's warning about the artifacts that might remain in Mordor, and he scoffs. Hey, buddy, I know dark magic when I see it, and I will not go near anything of that sort. I want gold and silver and gems. Those are the sort of spoils I understand, and those are the spoils I seek. The wizard need not worry on my account. I can take care of myself. Okay, buddy, you do your thing, and I'm not gonna come and save you, although I have a feeling the quest will make me come and save you someday, but
It
not
is an honor
immediately.
to meet you, for I have heard tell of your great deeds.
It is an honor to meet you, Andang, for I have heard tell of the great deeds you have done in service of Middle-earth. I would appreciate your help and your guidance in Mordor, if you would provide it, for I have a task of my own I wish to undertake in the Black Land. I am called Anoth, and I am a ranger of Ithilien. I watch the woods for Faramir, and will again if he commands it. But my heart urges me in another direction, and my feet would follow. For I am a descendant of the Thrandrim, men of Gondor who dwelt within the bounds of Mordor and kept a watch on the evils that stirred there. The Thandrim built the great fortress of Durthand, the Black Shield, and from its high parapet they kept watch over Udun. But in time the watch has become less, and the numbers dwindled, and the Thandim failed. I wish to honor their memory and take vengeance upon the creatures of Sauron that slew them. Will you aid me? You give Anoth the warning of Mithrandir, and he nods. I do not care for treasure, Andang. All I seek is to honor the memory of the Thandrim, for their blood runs in my veins. Okay, I think we have successfully warned everyone, and now it is time to finally make our way into Mordor proper, so let's make our way there. Alright, here we are in Udun, and man, I love this place. New deed, the way into Mordor. Okay, awesome. Discovered the Iron Road. Very cool. Alright, let's make our way to this first little camp over here off to the side. The Foothold Camp is nearly empty. Okay.
Eh?
I would hardly say, occupied by King Éomer, nearly empty. But, sure game. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Mjolnir sighs. Yes, you have my word that we will send a report, just as soon as we have gathered our wits and made sense of this mess.
You find us bereft of command or purpose.
The captain charged with overseeing this encampment marched off yesterday, nearly all the stationed men at his side. The scouting expedition, as he named it, disappeared into that smoky green miasma, and we have not seen nor heard sign of them since. Captain Lakir only orders to the few of us remaining were to stay put. Surely he meant to have returned by now, and surely the thing of utmost importance is to learn what became of them. Mjolnir then glares meaningfully at the other soldier. No matter what my brother-at-arms here will attempt to persuade you, we cannot go after him. Our orders forbid it, but you may. I beg you, say that you will. Lives may depend on it. We saw them head east into Udun, then turn south shortly down the central road. Any search for them must start there, I think. Okay. Let's talk to this other soldier here.
Things will go from bad to worse, I expect.
Duties? You can tell that to Captain Lakir and all the men he took with him, wherever they are.
A riddle has come to us, perhaps of great importance.
A most intriguing riddle has come to us, perhaps a riddle of great importance. Who can really say? A dying Nernhoth, those are Mordor slave men, you see, told us of a secret plan among the forge laborers of Udun. Stranger still, it is all arranged in a voiceless code. The poor soul could tell us little else before he passed, save that the plan should take place soon. How inconvenient that our captain has not returned, and that he has left clear orders that we were to hold the camp until he did. No, Molnir, I do not think he is lost or in peril. I fear what this plan will be. I fear that it will come and go before there is any chance to find it out. And what will happen if it does? Ah, good man, you will unravel this riddle for me, won't you? Someone must. Okay, fine. Still no armor, surprisingly. Can't believe that we have not gotten any armor so far with the dangers of Mordor here.
If the whispers are true, there are signal flags understood only by the forge workers.
Good. Now listen closely. If the whispers are true, there are signal flags placed around the near basin of Odun. Taken together, these symbols and signs, understood only by the forge workers of this place, convey a message. For instance, a half circle might be taken to mean dawn, or perhaps dusk, and the three close lines might be taken for some other meaning. A raised arm might be taken for taskmaster, and one bent like a snake might be water or drink. In truth, I have no idea. If you will go and make a study of these banners, however, I feel certain that together we may get to the root of it, and so discover what plans the lurking dwellers of this place are making behind our backs. It is sure to be something treacherous and harmful to Gondor. Okay, well, we have had so much quest stuff, and in fact, it looks like there's even a little bit more here. Let's talk to this Master Smith here. Did you feel the change in the wind upon crossing the Black Gate, Andang? Everything in this accursed land is tainted. The earth, the water, even the air. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Narthavron, Master Smith of the Noldor. I was present when the last alliance broke into this valley and defeated Sauron's army. I was filled with sorrow and anger, seeing the atrocities they had committed here, and have made it my life's work to find a way to purge the corruption. I now believe I have the right tool to achieve this. I have recovered one of the adamants of old, the flame of Alcalamir. It will unravel any shadow-touched object to a physical residue that I call the Ash of Golgoroth. I am then able to use it to fashion extraordinary equipment. I have a feeling you will be instrumental in the conquest of Golgoroth, and as such will be encountering many corrupted items in your travels. I have a proposition for you. I will allow you to use the flame. My assistants, the High Enchanters, will help you. You need only touch a piece of tainted equipment to the flame, and it will be reduced to ash. I believe that dwarf over there has been scavenging through the orcs' forges. Perhaps he is willing to let go of something for this purpose. Find a piece of equipment, burn it to ash, and then return to me.
Is there aught which you need?
Okay, so we need to buy the flame here from this vendor, so let's go ahead and do that for 34 silver. Alright, yes, allows you to convert equipment is basically all this tooltip says, and so that's great. Okay, cool. And we could buy another one if we wanted. Nice. Alright, so this should come very much so important, so we're going to put it right here next to our hope tokens. Okay, now we need to find this dwarf. Here we go.
Have you a mind to aid my folk?
Aye, the elf's right. Are you feeling okay, buddy? Because I'm pretty sure I just heard a dwarf say that the elf's right, which I have never heard before. So I'm just wanting to make sure that you're okay, buddy. But I mean, you know, Sauron's defeated, so these are different times, I suppose. I am seeking anything of value that might have been left behind. The orcs were churning out thousands of blades and armor pieces from these forges, but most of them are foul Morgul steel. Nothing I want anything to do with. Here, take this dagger I found. It is worthless to me. and tell that elf he is better off leaving this sort of thing to the dwarves. Alright, there you go. Now you're feeling better, buddy. Alright, let's go back here and see what we need to do. Okay, it looks like it wants us to go ahead and use the flame here, so let's go ahead and do just that. Do we just drag it over? How does this work? There we go. Before your eyes, the dagger crumbles into a pile of ash. We have acquired Ash of Gorgoroth, okay. The Flame of Alcalamia has performed as expected then. Excellent. In your travels you should find equipment that you have no use for. I ask that you destroy it with the flame and give the resulting Ash of Gorgoroth to one of my assistants. They will reward you with powerful items of my own making, free from the foulness of this land. Good luck and safe travels, friend. Okay, I think this is a good place to stop. When we return, we will make our way finally out into questing inside Mordor and going through trying to, help all these different people out, and also finding armor that we can then turn into ash, which apparently we can barter to the elves. So that is good to know, but we will not be doing all that stuff until next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to give it a like down below. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for more of Mordor.